Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do our May the 6th just for today in a meditation. I hope you're all doing well today. It's good to be with you. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. Okay. The title of the meditation for today, Are We Having Fun Yet? That's a good question. Are we having fun yet? Okay. In time, we can relax and enjoy the atmosphere of recovery. That comes from the basic text, page 56. Imagine what would happen if a newcomer walked into one of our meetings and was met by a group of grim-faced people gripping the arms of their chairs with white knuckles. That newcomer would probably bolt, perhaps muttering, "I thought I could get off drugs and be happy." Thankfully, our newcomers are usually met by a group of friendly, smiling folks who are obviously fairly content with the lives they found in Narcotics Anonymous. What an enormous amount of hope this provides. A newcomer whose life has been deadly serious is strongly attracted by an atmosphere of laughter and relaxation. Coming from a place where everything is taken seriously, where disaster always waits around the next corner, it's a welcome relief to enter a room and find people who generally don't take themselves too seriously, who are ready for something wonderful. We learn to lighten up in recovery. We laugh at the absurdity of our addiction, our meetings, those rooms filled with the lively, happy sounds of percolating coffee, clattering chairs, and laughing addicts are the gathering places where we first welcome our newcomers and let them know that, yes, we are having fun now. Just for today, I can laugh at myself. I can take a joke. I will lighten up and have some fun today. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Thank you, God. Grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Are we having fun yet? Are you having fun yet? Have you been able to enjoy that atmosphere of recovery? I know for me, I have. I have. I try to make it my business to enjoy, to laugh. Laughter is good medicine. And I try hard. It's so difficult, but I try hard not to find myself laughing inappropriately, meaning when someone else is not laughing and there's a situation that has just occurred and I want to giggle. Giggling is not going to be my first reaction. My first reaction is going to watch and see whether or not they actually find the same thing humorous. It's possible that they don't. And in that moment, rather than looking like I'm laughing at them, I just refrain. Now, there's been times I've had to take my hair and pull it across my lower chin, right? The lower part of my face to make sure no one sees that I'm giggling. But for the most part, I try to have a good time. I try to laugh. I try to ignite the joy in someone else with my own joy. When newcomers come to the first meeting, what do you think the atmosphere is like? For the most part, all of us have a home group. And all of us know, goodness well, that our home groups love to socialize before the meeting. We love to hug each other up. We love to talk about who's going to the next event, who's going to the convention. We love to talk about our sponsors. We stand around and act like we're not also sponsors, and we talk about our sponsors and what they told us to do. And it's all this interaction that makes the final, part of the meeting, well, not the final part, but the meatier part of the meeting is in regards to having a meeting. When we do all of that before a meeting and we sit down, we just look around, and I know I do. I just look around the table and I'm like, wow, I have so many memories that I've created with this group of people. So many. Monday night is my home group, and it's a very small meeting, very small meeting. But generally, a person can share as long as they need to. We don't have a time limit on our shares because it's so small. But it's my home group. I have one other home group actually in person meeting, and I just recently attended that one. I usually don't attend that. Most of the time it's too chaotic, so I don't attend that one, right? And then I have my virtual meetings that I assist with hosting, right? And so I'm enjoying my recovery. I'm enjoying the people that interacting with. Are you? Really, that's what it comes down to. I read it, you apply it. I tell you my experience, strength, and hope, and you figure out how you need to apply the information of the meditation to your own life. If you're listening to the meditation and then, go off at someone in the supermarket or cut someone off or give someone a bird or cuss someone out, but you're doing the meditation every day, let's go a step further so that we can change what we can change. My reaction, my response to situations, I can change that. I can change. The meditation is to help stir something inside it. And I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. We don't have a moral deficiency. We have a disease of addiction. So I'm sure what's lying within you is beautiful. I'm sure that it's good. I'm sure that you have dreams that you want to accomplish. And you know what? Take the first step. I believe that you can do it. Why not have fun and recovery? Who else we're gonna have fun with? We're gonna go into a bar actually and sit around while other people are drinking alcohol and whatever else, snoring cane or whatever else they're doing, and walk into the lion's den just because we can, because we're grown. You can do that. But I didn't come this far to risk my recovery. I didn't. And I can think of a handful of times, and I probably will have a few more where I've gone into that atmosphere, but I control the setting, right? I control how long I'm there. I'd rather be with people in recovery that are doing the same thing that I'm doing, that can identify with recovering from the disease of addiction every moment, every day, every second. That's where I choose to have my fun. And I love laughter, joy. I have so much joy. It's almost like my higher power had to have given it to me because I have experienced a life that could depress a person and make them use for the rest of their lives. I was given the gift of desperation and chose to stop using drugs. My fun looks a lot different than it does today. Listen, I can remember my first NA dance, my first NA dance. Oh, it was awkward. And I dance. When I dance, I go in like it's a competition. I mean, I love to dance. And the first time I danced, I didn't have anything in my system. My first NA function. And when I danced, it was almost like I had two left feet, but I refused to get off the floor because I knew with the way that I'm wired, if I stay in my head and worry about what people are thinking, I'll freeze. I'll be paralyzed with fear. And so I stayed on the floor until a slow song came up for a slow dance. And I was like, that part I'm not doing. And I got off the floor. Right? I'm not rubbing belly to belly with anybody. And at that time I was married. I refused to portray that publicly, even though privately I could portray a number of things that were inappropriate in a public setting. I was not about to slow dance with some other man. I wasn't. Right? But I can remember being so excited and sweating from dancing and realizing I was doing it for the first time clean. I was like, man, that feeling right there was the greatest high I could ever have experienced at that time. And it kept me coming back. I became an event and convention junkie. I went to events and conventions all over, literally all over the world. And I was excited about that. I'm having fun. I'm having fun in my recovery. I can laugh at myself. I can take a joke. I lighten up very easily and I have fun every day. Every day. I make sure I do it on purpose. I need you to do the same too. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose. You deserve it. And if you don't do it for yourself, how else are you going to have a beautiful day on purpose? Your higher power has given you this day. I'm sure that we don't want to throw these great gifts of waking up in our higher power space, do we? I don't. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I'll be talking to you tomorrow.